Hello everyone! So are you ready to immerse yourself in the world of sports, but from an unexpected side? Today, we will look at the most interesting, unusual, and sometimes even funny moments that happen in sports games and are recorded on camera. Whether it's a bad jump, a funny feint, or a curious incident with the ball, all this brings a smile and makes the game unforgettable. What will be your favorite moment? Let's laugh together and be surprised at how unpredictable sports can be. I understand that there are times when emotions overwhelm you, but what does your racket have to do with it? As you can see, the cat absolutely does not care about the outcome of the final competition. These athletes shouldn't invade its territory. I think during the intense heat, she would also thank the one who did it. Sometimes you can just climb over the ropes. Apparently, this fighter wanted to do everything more effectively. At first, it may be difficult to focus on what surprises you the most here. Is it the excessive joy of an athlete, or two guys fighting over his t-shirt? This is not the case when there are no skills. Because of water, the conditions of the match cannot be called fair. It would seem like an ordinary bowling game, but what a beautiful throw he made. What would you do in the place of this ball if you were constantly being kicked? At such a crucial moment of the game, the athlete was very unlucky. Her shoelaces were tangled with one of the opponent's shoes, so she fell. The chance to become a professional in this sport is definitely available to many. This is what happens to athletes who overestimate their abilities. That's what it means to turn like a boss. We can only hope that everything is fine with the driver, but the rear view mirror and the side of the body can be restored. No one said that you need to run to reach 6-meter obstacles. You can just use your skateboard. This guy knows a lot about cheating in the world of sports. Apparently, this volleyball team was very lucky to have such a coach. Can you wait with your water? Said this racer while crossing the finish line. That's what obsession with your business means. Athletes are also people, and they also sometimes need to release steam to cope with stress and disappointment. This football player definitely has nerves of steel. But one really wants to follow the performance of this athlete without interruption. He moves so skillfully and effectively. His every movement captures us, making the audience admire his skill and grace. The creativity with which the competitor walked the track will certainly be remembered by all fans. Perhaps even he was surprised to find himself capable of such incredible actions. This coach knows how to earn the respect of the players and the admiration of fans. It's either you or the puck. The athlete understood the coach's instructions too literally, but at the same time, he worked quite effectively. Now it's clear why Ronaldo has 2 private jets. You never know what to expect from your fans. We all know that tennis is full of surprises, but such a turn is really something new. This is the first time I've witnessed such a development on the court. What about you? The result is obvious. Unfortunately, the attempt to perform a chokehold failed. What can I add? Today is not his day. The boy has experienced all the delights of team sports, and now he'll have something to remember. What an interesting way to relax at competitions. It may seem like a bad idea, but if it helps to reduce tension, why not? In the end, everyone has their own way of having fun. That's what a real shock means. The lights went out in the middle of the badminton tournament. And this is an unexpected turn of events. Now here's the million-dollar question: who will be credited with victory in such a dark situation? What a throw! There doesn't seem to be any barriers for him. This is exactly the moment when your idea of the guy's capabilities will turn 180 degrees. He definitely did not expect such an outcome during the race. I do not know if it's possible to play volleyball with feet, but it turned out to be a good saving throw. This is definitely the most dizzying figure skating you've ever seen. Just look at these people during an interview with one of the team members. This is what a double landing means. Next time, she needs to approach her exercise a little more carefully. In football, the outcome of a game can be decided even in the last seconds. However, sometimes attempts to change the score are useless. The impeccable skill of this motorcyclist can only be admired. It's the right time to like this video. I'm sure this guy can play alone against an entire team. He only needs one partner. Performing on a loosely stretched rope clearly required more time to prepare. It seems to me that this girl would make a good goalkeeper for a women's football team. Sometimes it seems that graduates of different circus academies come to the world of golf. It's time to challenge all the existing laws of physics. What a terrific blow. If you don't watch the ball closely, it's not even clear how he did it. Now take a look. She feels the ball so well that she can easily hit it with any plane of the racket. Fencing is always full of surprises, but the phenomenal fall of one of the participants was a real shock to everyone present. The art of maneuvering turned into an unexpected somersault that will definitely go down in the history of the sport. The tension in this match has reached its limit. It seems that the conflict they had will have an impact on how this match will go.
And how do you like such a twist? To be honest, I can't do without your comments here.
Wow, what are these two doing? I can't even imagine how much effort they put into performing together in such a difficult fusion. The girl is just great with the ball. In my opinion, this ball never touched the ground during the performance. It seems that a swarm of bees is chasing him and he uses the maximum speed. In the heat of sports competitions, misunderstandings sometimes arise between athletes from different teams right on the field. The main thing in such moments is to keep cool and not allow clashes to escalate into conflict. These trainings are somewhat reminiscent of staged scenes in an Asian action movie. Perhaps these are the future stuntmen. It seems that before coming to golf, this guy went to a baseball school. This player knew that he would not have another chance to score a goal, so he made a cunning move. That is why hockey is considered an injury-prone sport. Boxing on stilts? I don't know what kind of sport it is, but it looks really entertaining. Mixing balance and strikes adds novelty and makes you think about the rules of the game. Funny things happen at competitions not only because of the athletes. Sometimes the funniest and most unexpected moments come from these people who only add bright colors to the overall picture of the event. Sometimes the concept of the ass kick should not be underestimated at all. If you want to ride off-road, you need to be ready to deal with mud and dirt. Now they have to wash these motorcycles as well. Cheerleading is not just fun for school children, but a serious sport that combines gymnastics, acrobatics, and dancing. The goalkeeper had every chance to catch the ball, but he spectacularly missed it. Horse riders sometimes find it difficult to hold their horses, but this time, it's the opposite. The horse is calm, but the rider seems to have decided to experience something unusual. His actions add unpredictability to their duet, arousing the curiosity of the audience.
It was so cool! It's hard to comprehend how this is even possible.
Even though the goalkeeper tried his best, he was only making his situation worse every second. The introduction of new technologies makes training more effective. The cyclist at the race was so exhausted that even the food offered did not arouse his interest. After driving so many kilometers, it seems that he even forgot about hunger. He was on the verge of failure, literally a millimeter from the critical starting line. But thanks to a miracle or incredible luck, he managed to keep his balance and stayed over the line, barely staying on his feet. Thanks to such intense moments, the audience was delighted with this match. At the World Championship in road and ring motorcycle racing, there was an unfortunate case when the motorcycle of one of the participants broke down right at the finish line. In order to get to the next stage of the competition, he had to push his bike. The football player was so busy trying to hit the ball that he did not even notice how his shoes flew off during the kick. The scene turned out to be really funny. That's what I call devoting yourself to the game. After rolling through the goalkeeper's legs, such a shot left everyone delighted. No wonder the winning team is celebrating now. Every moment is worth gold. Each performance of synchronized swimmers requires not only physical endurance, but also perfect coordination of movements, since the slightest mistake can disrupt the harmony of the entire team. Even though he did not hit the bullseye, with each of his throws it seems more and more that this is what he was trying to achieve. Maybe not the best moment for a selfie, but on the other hand, when else will you get such a chance? Such a cool racket swing from the back showed the true skill of the player. However, it is quite possible that even the athlete himself did not expect that luck would be on his side this time. It is incomprehensible to the mind how he managed to perform such a somersault in such a timely manner. What a performance! The motorcycle jump was so cool that the audience held their breath. This guy has no doubt spent hours, maybe days, honing every detail of his performance. In the midst of a cycling race, the wheel of one of the athletes suddenly broke down. What a shame! Now when the path to the podium was so close, he would have to give up on his dreams of being the champion. Immediately after the start of the fight, one of the fencers faced one trouble: his leg let him down. Fortunately, the incident did not lead to serious injuries, and everything ended safely. Maybe diving from a springboard is just not her thing. What do you think? Or let's forgive the athlete a ridiculous mistake and give her a second chance, friends. In badminton, you need to clearly coordinate the actions of your body, react quickly to changes on the court, and rebuild. You can also use deceptive strikes, although they are not always effective. While the football player was tuning in for a shot, the young fan did not miss the opportunity to get ahead of him. The judge wanted to show a master class, but something went wrong. It is interesting to watch how she sways her body easily before throwing, as if to the beat of the music. This dynamic adds a twist to her technique and makes the moment of the throw even more intriguing for the audience. She runs so fast that it seems as if someone is pushing her in the back. Clearly breaking ahead, she leaves her rivals far behind, demonstrating superhuman speed and ambition.
What a twist! Haven't you expected to see this either, have you?
Well, it happens like that once in a while. The mood was amazing, the jump turned out to be even quite good, but it didn't work out to finish it with a good stand. Skateboarding is an art, and falling here is like a comma in a poem. It is a small but important part of the process. Don't worry, a couple of bumps only add character to the performance. Now our hero skier gave a masterclass on how to fall. He accelerated on the slope and performed a spectacular somersault in the snow. But as they say, there are no rises without falls. It seemed that the tennis player's legs suddenly decided to conspire against him, entangled in invisible bonds and betraying the owner at the crucial moment. What is the result? Now you can witness a spectacular show on the court, a ball that flew into nowhere, and a victory that slipped out of his hands. There is always a risk of surprises in sports, and unfortunately, no one is immune from them. Perhaps today just wasn't a good day for the athlete. It looks as if he got up on the wrong foot, or perhaps a black cat crossed his path on the way to the start. Horse racing is a truly exciting spectacle full of drama and unpredictability. But sometimes even the strongest and most enduring horses succumb to fatigue, lose strength, and fall off their feet, encountering a number of obstacles. This goal was scored against logic and the laws of physics. What an annoying fall a second before the finish line. Everything was going so well, but at the last moment, bad luck decided to step in. The most annoying thing is that the opponent did not miss the chance and was able to snatch victory, taking advantage of the opportunity. Without a doubt, he crossed the finish line first, proving his superiority in the race. However, the finale of his victorious race was overshadowed by an unexpected moment. Such a phenomenal fall right at the finish line. Right at the start, the motorcycle showed its defiance like an iron horse with a strong character. The motorcyclist failed to subdue it, which added surprise to the race and showed that sometimes technology takes over. How much control do you need to have over your body and movements in order to keep your balance so deftly? What can I say here? Everyone has their own way of preparing for an important moment, and sometimes it may seem a little strange to others. She spun it with amazing dexterity and sent it flying with such force that it took a breath away. What a great performance! Energy and skill are at the highest level. Performing a twist on one leg and then staying on the base, even with a small margin of error, requires incredible skill and balance. It takes a lot of effort to stay stable after such a difficult element. One can only imagine how much this girl is exhausted by training. Performing such a trick on ice requires not only skill but also deep trust in your partner. The guys prove that their duet is synonymous with mutual understanding and consistency. Bravo! What a performance! This is the mystery of the springboard. At the last moment, before the planned jump into the water, the girl suddenly stopped. What made her change her mind? Such an unexpected turn of events left everyone perplexed. Her high jump may not have been a record, but the landing turned out to be surprisingly stylish. In this case, the unfortunate moment for the fans was not that bad. She's definitely used to the attention. Her abilities delight and motivate others. Speed skating is full of surprises. Just one mistake and the first 3 athletes lost their chance to win. What a big deal! She just decided to avoid throwing it at the last moment. Apparently today was not the day for her to win. Now she has to go home empty-handed, but the main thing is not prizes, but participation, isn't it? It was thrown, but its quality and violation of the rules, when the athlete went outside the circle, are likely to leave many questions and discontent, all because every centimeter and every second counts here. I wonder if he's so good at basketball games too. Training with friends is always a good idea, however, in the majority of cases, they can only bring positive emotions. He may have lost points, but at least he managed to miraculously avoid falling and injury. This exercise helps swimmers improve their posture, balance, and dynamics. It requires concentration and control over movements. When an important game is approaching, nothing should distract, and it doesn't matter what's going on around. Do you know why basketball players impress with their high jumps? All thanks to special training that helps them achieve such impressive results. It seems that this player is so good that it is not a problem for him to score balls under any circumstances. Even having experience didn't help him avoid this ridiculous fall in any way. You can always find a way out, even if you really want to play tennis and there's only one racket available. Nature itself is trying to tell them that training will have to be canceled today. At the end of the season, some players on the team that won the match celebrate the victory in such an unusual, funny way. Even professional athletes sometimes have ridiculous falls. An Emirates airline stewardess was honored to serve the ball at a baseball game. I have to say, she did a great job. Time in the company of friends can be spent in different ways. For example, they prefer active games. I wonder how much weight this hoop has. It seems that it is even heavier than the athlete himself. There is an established stereotype that swimmers have broad shoulders and masculine figures. Even though sports with such heavy physical exertion affect the shape, first of all, we are talking about excellent posture and muscle tone. Roller skating is not only an active form of recreation, but also a sport in which professionals compete, demonstrating excellent technique and various tricks. With experience, he has learned to evaluate opponents from the first minutes, so he can afford to be self-confident. What an amazing way to remind people that a bicycle is a great alternative to vehicles that pollute the environment. Team spirit does not appear out of nowhere, it needs to be developed and maintained in all possible ways. He seems to be doing great in a variety of sports. Being confident in your abilities, you can experiment with punches. Tourists who came here to see the sights are likely to be distracted by his performance. He quickly realized what a serious and even fateful mistake he had made. This young man proves that sometimes our eyes and common sense deceive us. Otherwise, how can we explain that he managed to jump through this ring? Goals performed by goalkeepers are not uncommon. For sure, after this game, this goalkeeper was very often mentioned on social networks and on various forums. Not only did she manage to sit on the splits and drive the entire distance so low, but she also easily returned to the starting position.
We're sure that our episode has impressed you. In fact, we always strive to choose the best ones for you. And we want to thank our regular subscribers and warmly welcome new ones.